So, what is your answer for n equals to P naught into, yeah, what is j to 0? You have to use that other equation, yeah, 2c0 into 1 minus t power 0, sorry, I think I have written the equation wrongly, but this should be n minus I and that is I. It is just a symmetric one, so we can just flip it, but let us go by what the actual is. So, if we do that, what will happen? 1 minus t power n minus I, like if you have n as 2 and 0, it is 2 minus 0, then 2 minus 1 and then 2 minus 2 it will come. So, if you expand this equation, okay, I just made you work more, that is not bad. J2 comma 0 is what? 1 minus t power 2 minus 0, right. So, this will be B naught into 1 minus t, okay, then okay 2 times of B1 t into 1 minus t, then B2 t square, fantastic. So, what is the same thing for n equals 3? Yeah, you are guessing or? No, are you answering by guessing or? No, I am okay if you are guessing also, that is what I am saying. Even if by guessing also you can come out, but just to kind of what should, so to speak, the educated guess. Yeah, so it will be 1 minus t whole cube into B naught, okay, then so essentially comes, that is why I said you can guess from there also, that okay, that picture we will look at it. So, then it is a 3 into, okay, B naught is to be there, 3 into, okay, B1 is okay, then okay, then B, okay, 1 minus t into t square, yeah, B3 you have to look at it, so then t cube, because the control point is also required. So, where is this coming from? Okay. Did you get this, all of you? So, n equal to 3, you are okay? You got it or? So, how do you write it quickly? If I give n equals 10 or n equals 500, like if you look at this, are you all done, or you want some time? Are you all there? Okay. So, you can see that these coefficients, leaving out the b term, that 2 or 3, where it is coming from? You have 1, then which 1, then what is this called? Pascal triangle. So, these guys numbers are going to come from Pascal triangle, okay, you do not have to compute it, it is even though the same on the expression. So, if you want to have n equal to 4, what will be the equation now? So, here this is 3 and then 2 and 1 and then 1 and 2 and then 3 again back between 1 minus t and t. So, now how will you write this for n equal to 4? B naught 1 minus t power 4 plus 4 times B1 into 1 minus t whole cube into t, because 3 and 1 and then 2 and 2, that means 6 B2 1 minus t whole square in t square plus B3 again 4 comes, then 1 minus t into t cube and then you will have 1 and then the last control point be 4 and then 1 minus t whole power 4. So, you can write this for, now you can write this for any n, you do not have to really compute. But what is a more beautiful thing, like one of the things that we discussed in the morning, the convex cell, right, convex combination, what is the condition there? Summation of coefficients are going to be 1. What is happening here? What are the coefficients here? J's are the coefficients, right. See, it is alpha naught p naught plus alpha 1 p 1. So, if you write this equation is what? It is basically alpha naught b naught plus alpha 1 b 1 plus alpha 2 b 2. What is alpha naught plus alpha 1 plus alpha 2? So, this is alpha naught, I mean j 2 naught and then j 2 1 and then j 2 2, they are the alphas, right. Yes or no? All are sleeping, can you put some good yes? Yes. One more, okay. So, now what is the summation? Summation of all the alphas turning out to be 1, 10, n, where is n coming from? This is basically your summation of 1 minus t whole square plus t into 1 minus t plus t square. It is coming out to be, so there is no n at all here. 2, there is a 2 here. 2t into 1 minus t, I mean I might have missed that. You just compute the summation of these terms without the b. You compute 1 minus t whole square plus 2t into 1 minus t plus t square. What is that coming out to be? That are the alpha values, right. Same equation as what we saw as alpha p naught plus alpha 1 p 1, and same for that triangle that we saw alpha naught p naught plus alpha 1 p 1 plus alpha 2 p 2, and then the summation of the alphas 1. So, what does that tell you? And what are the values for parameter t? It is always lying between 0 to 1. So, alpha is lying between zeros to 1 and then summation of these alphas are equal to 1. That means what? So, the curve will always lie within the convex cell of the set of control points. This is how when I drew the curve, I was able to draw the curve better maybe, but then of course, I was thinking I was the only Bezier, then we had all some 30 plus Beziers soon on that. Okay, that is the great use of interpreting the mathematics of it. So, this essentially comes out from this. So, if you do the same thing for generalized this j guy, that will also turn out to be 1 naturally, right. So, these alphas are going to be between 0 to 1 and the summation of alphas are going to be 1, then we have a convex combination that basically tells you that the Bezier curve or any point on the Bezier curve has to lie within the convex cell of the set of control points. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Now, I think looks like some of you are going to sleep, so maybe I have to perform some dance sequence or something like that. So, that we will do in terms of differential equation. So, then you can dance along with that. So, now you find out where the maximum point happens or what is the parameter value at which the maximum happens in the curve. So, how do you do that? So, I want to find the maximum value in the Bezier curve. Put? Why? See, this is a function of t. Then given mean y equal to f of x, how do you find maximum or minima? This is what we discussed in the morning. You will do the you have to first find out the which derivative with respect to t, first or second or third or fourth. Okay, first, and then equate to 0. Then what is that you find from t value from that, and then you substitute the t value onto the second derivative. Okay, can you do that? These are all constants. See, this is not even a function of t. These are all constants. See, only these will change. What is that you have to apply here? dj by dt. What is this rule that you have to apply here? Product rule, uv. d of uv equals u dv plus. These are all 10th standard mathematics only, right, or maybe 11th standard. Somehow we just lose all the math that we learn. So, all you do is that dj by dt, use the product rule and then equate it to 0. So, what is the value of t that is coming out to be? Do it for a general one, do not do it for a second or third one, do it on j n I comma t. So, this you differentiate it, this only you have to do these terms, this is a constant anyway, and then you get to 0, this guy will go off actually in a sense. So, what is the value of t that you are getting for which the function, well, we do not know whether it is maxima or minima, but okay, something is going to happen when you equate that to 0 and show some parameter value of t. So, what is t value finally? This may look like a big expression, but you will see that lot of guys get cancelled to each other and then it's turning out to be a big expression. There is something wrong. It will be a very small, finally it will be very small, I by, then you check again, numerator is correct. As far as I know, yes. Otherwise, how do you find a man? That is what the whole morning we discussed. You also went and googled a lot, with what I can understand. He came close, but well, I think that is not the correct answer. You are partially there. Handling class is not easy as what you guys think, right? Handling a class is not easy as what you guys are thinking. People are working very hard. I thought you don't require that much. So, you will get, if you just put that n minus I and 1, you have to go to the denominator and something in that n minus y will get cancelled. So, what is the final value for t? If you could, you are there, but somewhere you have messed up little bit. Kind of close, I guess. I by n. Any others? I by 2I minus n. I think that guy also had I by 2I minus n, right? So both of you have done the same mistake. 1 minus I by n. There is one simple equation equate to 0. I see how many answers I am getting. I mean, it looks like everyone has their own answer in this. Your answer was 1 minus I by n, I by n, I by n. So looks like I by n, right? 1 minus I by n, 1 minus 2 by everything is coming. That is why if you don't work with the pen and paper, this is will be state. Everything taka taka on computer, you know. Even if you want to add 2 plus 3, you take an Excel sheet and then do that. That's the sad state it has brought us like this. So T equals I by n, okay. Looks like majority of the guys are hitting upon that. I don't know what happened to those online guys. Are they still there, or can you just inquire what is the status? I upon n, okay. Other guys, can you please catch up? So he is still not getting correct. 1 minus t, so reshuffle that and find that. Are there any improvement in the answer? I by n? Is it because what they told you are doing, or? So this had to be the answer. Other guys, all guys are done or back? Students at the back usually sleep. Yes or no, or no? That doesn't mean that students in the front don't sleep. He was immediately, he got guilty. Well, that is correct. That's the right statement. So you have to improve upon that statement onto your writing. This is a simple thing, right? I think you can see fascinatingly everybody gets some huh? Don't see that, I am here, close that. You are demeaning me by putting a Google sheet on that. Okay, the goal is for him to catch the mistake. So this guy started here all the way again went up. Just, you know, he just somehow lost all that. Simple thing. And okay, so finally, yeah, T equals I by n is the right answer. So whether it is a maxima or minima?
No, I put this on the.
So how do you know whether it's maxima or minima?
I put this term on the right side.
Yeah, so can you show that?
That's why it is positive. The right term.
Gotcha.
Maybe it's correct till the last step and there is further something to do.
Well, if you had to further to do, then that was not the last step. All other guys are okay. T equals I by n. Last guys. It's a fairly straightforward one. There's nothing great on this. It is just that it looked too much threatening, right? We look at all the equations. Technically, it's not. Suddenly, some new I came. Okay, so it's okay, all of you. We just move ahead. Okay, assuming that T equals I by n is correct. Another thing that you have to show is that whether it is indeed maxima, okay, or okay, could be minima. Either way, still figured out or no? Okay. Missed an I. Okay.
Yes, I see.
I is missing. That means you are missing. Okay. So figured out. Okay. Now what is that you have to show? So now you know what is the equation for a third degree Bezier curve. Sorry, n equal to 3 Bezier curve. Right. 1 minus t whole cube into b naught and so on. Okay. Now what is that you have to show here? We said that this is a point on the Bezier, right? P naught triple triple prime t is a point on the Bezier. So how do you show that? That it is indeed a point on the Bezier. You are a success. Great. The 11th standard mathematics has become threatening us. So how do you show that? What is it you have to do in de Castelnau guy? That it is indeed a point on the Bezier. How do you show? Huh? See, I just put that equation so much. You know that is the equation, right? So what is that you have to do here? Hopefully all you guys are awake. Maybe Kaushik has to. You just have to expand. How do you expand? P naught double prime. P naught prime is what? P naught prime is 1 minus t into. Sorry, P naught double prime is 1 minus into P naught prime plus. Now what is that you do? Put that P naught prime from this equation and so you successively do from the. So you do that and show that it is indeed going to be what? It is indeed going to be this equation. That's all. We are not doing anything great. All we are doing is substituting, and you will see that luckily we know what the answer we should get. Okay. So can you do that quickly and verify that? Yeah, it's a simple recursion. If you are no good in recursion in programming, you can also do that. So just do that. Take out your notebook, and this guy is already seemingly very tired. He gives a feeling that he is more tired than me. You already got the equation? Okay, sounds good. So let us give him more tea and coffee or. Now he forgot the question. Boss, you show that P0 triple prime is a point on a Bezier curve. That's all. It's coming, right? It has to come because otherwise de Castelnau has to take a rebirth and prove so that triple IT, there is a triple prime and then. So you just recursively substitute all that. That's all. You can just redo that. So obviously you will see that lot of guys making lot of mistakes on that. So this is the problem if we rely too much on computer, and that is one of the reasons why I still use chalk and blackboard to teach. Otherwise even I will forget writing. Tab has helped a great deal actually, I should say. So how many of you guys are reasonably okay in Python? Guess? What you guess, like then what? Why should I verify that? So would you be able to code these two, like Bezier basis form and this de Castelnau form? How long you think you will take? That's a lot of time. Really? He has given that homework to him, and so can you just try that on the computer? You want to really try for some time so that you will be awake, and then I will touch upon little bit, I will threaten you with some B-spline equations, and by the time you should have woken up completely. So, is it okay? You will be able to do that, or you know matplotlib, or how do you display that? This is fairly easy, right? So, see the only problem here, what is the problem if you do here, what is the expansion for, so if you look at 2C0, well we know how to compute. So, what is the exact form? NCI n factorial upon I factorial, and now you have 2 and 0, we just discussed that there is a 0 factorial that you have to compute. What is 0 factorial? Does the computer know that? Really? So, if you write a factorial function and send 0, what it will do? Maybe you would not have counted for 0 at all, because you take an n which is not 0 usually. If you write a function for factorial, yeah, it is written, it's a
I've accounted for that.
That is accounted for it, that is what I am saying. So, if you do not account for it, your program will be lost forever, that is all. So, this is our numerical problem in computer. Usually you do not take care and you are gone. And so, can you guys it takes some time. All of you are comfortable in writing program in Python or any other language also. If you want to write in C, C++ or Java, oh, I am running away, I am not a Java guy. So, if you want to integrate with matplotlib, I can send my file, and if you want you can just pick those libraries and how to use them. Just copy paste that lines and so on. Do you guys want that? I want to put that, or let me just open the. So, before that, at least you ensure that the dcastlu guy is indeed the Bezier. How do we, you have access to the Google Drive, right? We can put it in the drive. So, yeah, so I think I will just open that and show and keep it, that we can share those two files. Is there any possibility of getting some tea? Huh? On the way. We have to excuse the participants from that if one. Yeah, if we can get it. So, I do not know if your guys are okay with NumPy, and you know, it's a fairly straightforward one. So, here I have the sample programs on creating a space curve. Okay, and also a okay. So, if you want me to put these programs for display purpose, I think, or if you want to just copy also fine on that. So, this is just what, this is what shape is this? Okay, helix. So, it's a simple thing, you know, you just use a parametric so parametric curve as the underlying idea, and then you know sin theta cos theta, and then you just lift it. And so you can just come up with simple things, but if you want to do little bit more complicated, of course you can employ this transformations that we discussed in the morning. So maybe I'll just give you few minutes time, so you can just try plotting. If you are writing the Bezier also, it's fine. That's easy. If you use a basis function, then it's not difficult. Whichever you want to do, I'll just give you some time on that. And actually, this simple thing actually can do it pretty fast. Well, if you don't integrate with matplotlib, it's extremely hard to display. So how do you display a curve will become well, you need to know at least OpenGL kind of a thing. Is I think not anybody's cup of tea or maybe coffee. So so if you want to use these guys, you just look at it. We can share it maybe. You want this file to be shared, or do you just want to? Huh? You want these files to be shared so that copy paste technology can be put to great use. So how do I do that? Anybody from the back? How do I put it in the drive? I have to check with. Okay, so these two files I am adding there. So you can just also open it and run. So all of you have some Python based thing on your thing. Everybody? At least Anaconda or it is just not going in. I had a folder, is it or new or it is typical? But looks like I don't have an access. So what is the login that we have to do for this drive? I used my Google login, but then it is no, it's not.
I will double check.
Okay, buttons are nothing. Thanks.
It is not adding.
Mm-hmm.
I will double check.
Yeah, but it asks for a login, so I use my Gmail login on that. So which I shouldn't do, or I should go with because it's okay. No, maybe I'll just sign out and because I don't think the other one should work, but because if I do that, it says use another account. That will anyway a Gmail account because it will go to Google account only. So maybe I'll because there is no way it can. So maybe you can just add this mraman@smail.iitm.ac. This is actually a Google account only, but at smail.iitm. This is actually a Google account. So Kaushik has given me a very hot tea, ensuring me that I will be waking up all the time. Hope you guys are only typing the program and not using some WhatsApp or something like that in the site. Are you able to do the Bezier, or how many of you are trying the Bezier at least? 1, 2, okay, 5 guys. What about other guys? 6 guys, other guys? Now I'll try. Okay. So you just pick out the program for some guys who are not very comfortable, or so it may be easier that way. Okay, now these buttons are activated, so I should be able to, yes, drop it, yes. So you guys can go to this thing and then pick this. Yeah. So you can pick it from your drive these two programs, which basically plots a simple curve. So if you take that curve one which I had a helix, you can just add a transformation, like add these transformations that we discussed in the morning, and then we will probably look at the surface a little bit. So if you are doing the Bezier, you just do that, which is okay. For guys who are a little bit afraid of Beziers, which may threaten to look more coding, you can just pick up this and do the transformation. This is just a multiplication number. So you can just do the multiplication and if I sit for some more time and then I will start sleeping, looks like. So just pick this code and then so if some guys are doing Bezier, it's fine, but it's good. Doing Bezier is pretty good on that. So the online guys also, you tell that the code is uploaded. So if they want, they can just employ the transformation on the curve, and then is there any submission system there? Oh, Kaushik. So do you guys submit after the assignment is done or not at all? Just vanished. So do these guys submit after doing the assignment? Do we have any portal for submission or nothing? So we can award them some grades. Yeah, we could try, at least let them submit, if not anything, so that they learn more by force. This guy is looking something very seriously, and I am hoping he is doing the program. So the mechanical engineering guys who are there, only one mechanical engineering. You are the only one, or so do you guys comfortable in programming or no? The way you are shaking the head, I don't. Are you comfortable or not? Yes or no? Which one, Python or? Okay, so you guys can do little bit on Bezier, or which one you are trying out? Which one you want to try out? At least take the curve code and then do the transformation in the case, okay, which is only a simple multiplication on that. So is there anybody from master's program, or all of you are undergrads? Anybody from MTech or something like that? No. You are from, oh, this MTech or MS? Where? Which one? South Asia. Okay, I was just wondering, somewhere in SARC, I was thinking whether some other country, or I thought I heard correct the South Asian, then I was puzzled because SARC University. Oh, okay. So here in Delhi itself, is it? Okay. All of you are from that place, or all four of you? So what course you are in? Oh, Gandhinagar. But which program in there? You are in PhD. Oh, that's good. Masters in computer science. Okay. Oh, joined in PhD there. Interesting. That's good actually. MSc Mathematics. Where did you complete? Kerala. Okay. So what you're already working somewhere, or you just full time PhD here? Full time PhD here. That's interesting. So you were hired to PhD after MSc, is it? Oh, that is in CS department or math department. Math department is okay, because I was just wondering. Usually, I think it's not possible after MSc. MS is okay, which is a research program, or MTech is fine, but in engineering we typically don't hire after MSc, kind of. No, in general I don't think it's true, right? I think if I'm correct, PhD in math is fine, but if you want to do in engineering, I don't think we consider the MSc as equivalent to MTech, I think. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe additional coursework. Oh, I see. Extra course. That is also okay. That is quite fine actually. As long as they get admission, it's okay. Take one more year. That's good actually. That's required many cases. Yeah, but after MSc. No, that is there. Direct PhD is there. But I am talking about an MSc guy entering into PhD in engineering, I am telling. So this combination is usually, this direct PhD is different completely. That's after your BTech we enter time. But this is after MSc, it's kind of little harder, because with either an integrated masters is okay, but MSc is like after BSc, which is not considered as an integrated master. So if you take a dual degree, which we also have, we consider that as an equivalent to kind of MTech. Then you can go for PhD. But usually this after MSc, I think engineering departments, I don't know whether they are allowing on that. Actually, that's good. If you can enter to PhD after MSc Math in an engineering department, like let's say computer science or something, it will be really beneficial. That's but it's also PhD in math. I am not PhD in. Yes. No. The question is whether they go for PhD in math or PhD in computer science after that. Yeah, but that does not necessarily mean that they will go to PhD in CS. We have to see that. Yeah, then we have to check. Something may be there, yeah, but I am not sure, because we don't have that. So yeah, but it's good if we can go to PhD after MS CS. That's also good only. Code is stuck, or so you can use that if you want. I'll just show that. You can just make it. You are from which institute? You are which institute are you from? Oh yeah. Too much of lunch, I think. So. You are working with whom here? You are not a PhD guy here, right? Oh yeah. Now I recollect. So like, how do we characterize an independent guy now, kind of thing? Because but you are not a residential there, right, at IIM. So you're technically not a residential where? Because in undergrad we usually reside somewhere. Yeah. No, that's okay, and you are doing a BS course which is not a residential course. So how do we see you? I am little confused now. Like if you are affiliated to college, usually be residing. Technically IIT and all is an residential institute. Of course, some other guy, if you are here in BTech, maybe you are resident somewhere here and then you come and go. So you are neither a day scholar nor a residential guy, right? Nor a hostler. So this is a unique case, I think. So all this throwing all sorts of possibilities. Good that people can work from different places and so you were in second year or third year there?
This same diploma.
Oh, okay, diploma. So they are conducting their classes in data structures now and others.
I've just taken
Who is handling data structures?
Madhavan Mukund sir.
Oh, that is from IMSC.
No,
CMI or IMSC?
CMI.
CMI. Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
This course is also quite tough.
Really? Yeah. But you used to take a class on Python also, I think. Python and data structures, I think. But if you work, I think there's nothing difficult, I would say. Maybe.
So far, it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
GPA wise,
Okay.
19.9.
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah.
Now it's about
To
to
go down. So the only problem is if you reach the peak.
machine learning practice and
Who is handling machine learning practice?
yeah.
Andrew.
No, not a professor.
Ah.
It's Tendulkar, Ashish Tendulkar. He's a Google research.
Oh, okay, okay. I think that course is quite good actually, but I still think BS data science. But still, I think the number of registrants is quite low. I think people feel that. I mean, maybe personal.
No, it's quite
No, 30,000 is nothing. 40,000 is nothing. I was expecting few lakhs.
but they wouldn't be able to clear the exam.
That's a different thing. See, that is what I am telling. See, that is the fundamental problem. That's a perception. That is that's a problem that we have to.
I mean, many of us feel that the qualifier exam should be a little bit tougher, a little bit more challenging than it is right now. Because,
Really? I thought it should be the other way because we want more people in.
yeah, but
No, but see, at the end of the day, you get either a diploma, degree, or at which year you are
the
in.
problem is
Mm.
what is happening currently, right? If you see that 7,000 people after the university, it's fine that they are given a chance to learn here and all that. But then majority of them just can't survive later on, end up just
But we should see that they do better, right?
yeah, but because the entrance is kind of criteria to clear it is too easy.
I think it's
just
okay in my
passing the
opinion.
exam.
They have to put more effort.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's
then
it's
they
okay.
take more courses.
Now, see, then if you want to make the exam harder and harder, then you have to only write JEE.
hard.
The whole point is not to do JEE and then come here, right? That's the fundamental point.
Now they have allowed
JEE advanced guys, yeah, I know, which I am not really liking it, but anyway, that's not correct. Why should they? They are supposed to do the other one, and this is not for JEE guys. Yeah, this is only for guy who missed the boat there. That's what I see.
you only said that many on-campus students are also pursuing
Ah,
this.
that's not correct. That's what I am saying. That shouldn't be allowed, in my opinion, on that. Why should they do this? We have data structures course locally. We have data science course locally. but there are other issues
Talk
there.
about this with Andrew sir.
Yeah, Andrew also we have discussed all this. We have all discussed everything, all this, and we should have more numbers, in my opinion. Make them do better.
That is hard to achieve in my opinion. As in,
No, I agree. It's hard to achieve, but
Because-
so I
because-
tend to.
solely because it is just because the perception that it initially gives for being online is of something that is easier or but which it is not.
Not.
Yeah, and that's the reason
That
that
is
once
that is there. I mean, I'm not saying that you just walk through all that and then finish it. Far from it.
because of that, even if you get more registrations, then that won't necessarily
Convert into degree. Yeah,
or
correct.
forget degree, even
No, but what I'm saying is that we should upgrade people,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go to that level.
Now they're promoting in schools and all.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
they're
true,
promoting
true.
schools. We recently visited Mumbai also. I'm from Mumbai, so
Okay.
we went to a local college there.
Yeah, yeah.
Andrew sir and Andrew.
Correct. Who's the other one? Andrew and
Bharti, no?
oh, Bharti. Yeah. Now, what I'm saying is that as a country, we have huge manpower. And of course, it's a challenging task to train all these guys. Not an easy task, but
I thought that other IITs would also follow.
they should actually. I am surprised that they have not done that.
Since now it's been 2 years and it's
Exactly. It's now popular, right? I think popular at least to a great extent, and yeah, even I'm surprised that other IITs are not doing it.
if I'm not wrong, IISc has announced a similar thing.
They have a center for data science, but
Similar thing they have announced at a master's level, I think.
okay.
It's about
There's
to
some
start
announcement came recently. I think I don't know
it's
about
to
what.
start from this academic year. Yeah.
We need more people, good people also, not just more, but it's kind of conflicting goals. But all the guys are doing programming, hopefully. M Raman at Smail, that's also Gmail only. Then you put it in EMRY01. EMRY01, EMRY01. EMRY01. Correct only, right? No, what I don't understand. I mean, you're surprised it's correct or it's good. So which it's work for any n or any n, or you only did for degree 3 or 4 or
Another point, it would just do for
yeah, it's generalized one, right? So if you give more control points, it should work for the other one. Ah, super. That's okay.
it wasn't a very good
That's okay. This point is just little bit on that, and that's why curve doesn't look. It's correct only. The answer looks correct. Fantastic. So you want to show this code or for the others, like? Yeah, so it's pretty good. You want to demo your code or so that others can pick it up?
But so
Hmm.
it is supposed to like follow as we discussed in the morning, like bit more like lean towards those.
No, it's correct. It won't go far. I think the code is correct. I mean, my drawing
code
may
is
not be
correct,
correct actually. So it's correct. It follows the control points. It is correct. I mean, it won't go anywhere close. It will be a little flat on that. But the way I drew, maybe it looks like it's more closer on that. But it's far from it actually. But you can see that it kind of follows. So you know how to take from file reading or mouse pointer may be difficult. Integrating mouse could be difficult, but so maybe just to put a file and then so that we can repeatedly check, like for example if you want to test with a different number of control points each time, then
we can just change the point.
no, I want to repeat it also, like for example if you are done with 3 here, then 4 5 I may again want to come back to 3, and because if I have file then I can just
These are just all functions. I have put it in an array. So
no, that I understand, but why don't you read from a file, and so that we can maintain different files for different inputs. Like one example, I can show star, and like what he said on that. Another, so we can have few standard shapes. Of course, you can have different polygon points for these also, and then run it. Either way, it's fine. On that. Other guys, anybody tried Bezier? So maybe you can just walk through how you did that, and then you add a file to that. So you want to use that thing, connect it, and then so that others can look at it. This you are this decastly only you did. Yeah, that is easier one to code. Well, the other one is also not very difficult. Okay, just remove that HDMI from here. You have HDMI or HDMI only, right? Yeah, then you can just connect it there. So, he's going to demonstrate his code. By the way, what's your name?
Shubhrajyoti.
Huh?
Shubhrajyoti.
Shubhra Jyoti.
You're from from which part?
I'm from Bengal.
Bengal. Okay, I just guessed it correct, but I didn't want to say it. Some, if he's from some other place, then he'll look bad. So Shubhrajit, right?
Shubhra Jyoti.
Shubhrajyoti. Okay, Shubhrajyoti is going to demonstrate his code on the Bezier curve. So you can just watch out and then just take out this HDMI thing and then